Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm intuitive and a healer. In today's video we're going to look at what February 2024 is going to bring us energy wise. So it might be energies that are starting to appear during the month of February. They might not fully come to fruition within February, but you might start to see glimpses of it. So we've got three piles to choose from. In pile one we've got citrine, peacock ore, rose quartz and chrysoprase. In group 2 we've got unakite, amethyst, white calcite and tiger's eye. In group 3 we've got scholotite, apachetea, opalite and Dalmatian sphere. So you can go ahead and choose your piles and I'll see you at your readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I'm going to start and look at channeling through the crystals. Okay, I get a sense of a hot environment, so it might be that you're somewhere in the world in February that's very hot, and you might be experiencing some wild weather, so it might be hot, but you may also have a temporary power blackout so that you're not able to cool things down sufficiently. Or you may find yourself working in a new place that's very, very hot. So all I'm getting here with that heat and that hot sensation is take care not to dehydrate. If you're in a cold environment, you might actually find yourself being either working in a place that's really, people like the heat up really high, or somewhere that's overheated for some reason. Get a very strong sense of being overheated. You may even have a fever. So just look after yourself in this situation. Ensure you don't get dehydrated. Have plenty of water. And if you do get dehydrated, that's when you need to start looking at electrolytes. But yeah, take care in this situation. Okay, so with this citrine, I'm getting a strong sense of foam. Foam for some reason. Foam, let's have a look. It's really random. I'm not sure where I'm getting foam. I'm actually seeing foam. So I'm seeing like a white frothy substance. So foaming. Something's foaming. It might be that you're near the beach where there's lots of foam. Yeah, that's really random. Well, anyway, watch out for foam. You may be getting a package that's packaged in foam. I'm not quite sure why this is so important, the foam. It could be you're insulating something with the liquid in the can that turns into like a foam filling. I'm not quite sure why this is relevant. It might come later in the reading, but we'll have a little think on that one because I'm not getting anything relevant with the foam. Let's have a look at the peacock ore. Okay, you're going to have a visit from someone from your past. So it may not be a literal visit. It may be someone contacting you through social media or through your emails. But for some of you, there is actually a knock on the door. It may be someone very random from your past. It may be someone who you were long ago friends with and you've lost touch and it's great to see them. It may be a relative that you haven't seen for a long time. It may actually be someone that you had a bit of a problem with, but they're coming to you for answers with something. It may be that you just shut them out of your life without explaining to them why, and they've come for answers if it's that situation there. For some of you, this is really joyous reunion, even though it's a bit of a surprise. You're really happy about it, and I see that there's a child involved somewhere, so it may be that they've never seen your child or they've got kids that you've never seen, but there's definitely children linked with that. Or it may be that some of you, your child is now 15 and the last time you saw them, your child was very young. Yeah. For those who it's a relative, I feel like it may be a cousin or second cousin, something along those lines. They may actually live in another country to you and they just so happen to be in the area For some of you, you're actually going to bump into them quite by chance, and you'll recognise them even though it's been many, many years since you've seen them. Yeah, so a bit of a mixed bag with that one there. Okay, let's see here. Oh, there's some very kind-hearted souls in this group, and for that I'm very grateful and thankful, and so is the universe. What I'm being asked to tell you is to turn some of that kindness inwardly, because you need a little bit of kindness, and I feel like you need a big warm hug at the moment. Yeah, they're saying that unfortunately at the moment other people aren't recognising the good qualities in you, but it will come in the future. So this is the point where you need to use your own resources to love and comfort yourself, because you may have been in a situation where you're not getting that support from others, but that's okay because it will come. And of course the angels say that they are always sending you love and hope and beauty. So notice the little things in life and really appreciate them. Okay, what have we got here? I've got like a humming sound. Some of you may be humming away to yourself, and what I'm getting with that is like a raising of your vibration. Some of you might actually have a cat as well, or have been looking after a cat, and it's like a purring, you know, that rumbling purring sound that cats make. It's a very soothing sound, but it also raises your vibration. If someone around you has been humming and it's been annoying you, you might need to say something to them. But what I'm getting is that it's serving a purpose. There needs to be a little bit of background noise when you're at home by yourself, because I feel like sometimes the silence is feeding your own thoughts, and you start almost attacking yourself in a way. So even by humming, what you're doing is you're actually raising your vibration, opening up your throat chakra and preparing yourself. And I feel like you're being prepared for something with this action. So if there is someone around you that is humming, it's because it's trying to get your attention that humming is something that is going to be beneficial for you. So you might need to pick your favourite tune and hum away. Yeah, that's an unusual one too. So we've still not got anything on the phone. So if this is very particular to you, could you please pop it in the comments, because it's highly unusual. And I'd love to know what the foam is about. So that's all I have for you, Group 1. I hope you have a marvellous February, and I'll see you in my next video. Group 2, welcome to your reading. Immediately I'm getting there's a lot of hope, abundance and creativity in this group. So it may be how you are personality-wise, that you always have a lot of faith and hope, but there's certainly with this crystal something coming in that you've been wishing for a long, long time, and you're so happy that it's finally here. It may be a birth of a child, or it might be a new partner, or it might be the job of your dreams or the car of your dreams. Something is coming in that you've been hoping for a long, long time. Now it's going to change your life, but not in a way you expect. So it might be, just say it's a new car, that you're going to end up travelling somewhere where you never thought you'd travel before in the car. So there will be a change linked to this, but not the change that you expect it to be. But it is a positive change. So that's a great start. Oh yeah, so there's a great deal of thanks to be given, and I'm getting from you that there's a great sense of gratitude towards people around you and also the universe at large. Like you're feeling very, very grateful this month. And it may just be that that's your natural demeanour anyway, or maybe this is a new skill for you, being really grateful about things and really looking at what you do have in your life and how positive it is. If this is a change from how you normally feel, it may be that you've done some inner work, or something has actually changed your perception for you, and you're starting to look at things a little bit differently. This does remind me of the Ace of Swords, so it may be that there's a change in thinking that's happened, and maybe you're doing affirmations, or you have been for a while, and then suddenly you're starting to notice that, hey, I'm feeling really positive about things. So that's wonderful. Oh, here's the thing about hope. So you do have great hope for the future, and that's wonderful. Now your angels are saying that they help display this hope for you in certain ways. So you might, if you do find yourself going a little bit backwards and thinking, is this really true? Is this something that I can do? The angels are saying they're there to prop you up. So it may be that you've taken on a new job in somewhere that you're not terribly skilled, but your angel team is saying they're there to support you, and you will triumph. So there is hope there for the future. For some of you, you might have had a bit of a health scare, but there is hope there. And what I'm hearing is that follow that hope, because it's going to turn out okay. Try not to get yourself bogged down in the what ifs. Just hold on to hope and faith, and you'll be fine. There's someone in your life perhaps who's, I don't want to say dippy downer. Maybe they're very pragmatic, or very much a realist, and they want to balance up pros and cons on things. The advice here is to go with what feels right for you, not what they're telling you. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. Even if they're very much a loved one and very entrenched in your life, listen to your inner guidance with this and remain hopeful, is what they're saying. You know, funnily enough, as soon as I picked this up, I heard give thanks to Jesus. So it might be that you have a Christian persuasion, and that's where your faith and hope comes from. So if that's what's true for you, wonderful. If it's not what your persuasion is, there may be someone or something that you really hold faith in, and that's where you need to focus your attention. And I'm hearing this is a good outcome, so you actually thank the universe or whoever resonates for you, and because there has been a good outcome around something. Maybe you've been waiting on news about something, and the wait is finally over, and you're like, hallelujah. Yeah, I feel like there's something you have been waiting on, and it's finally here. And it may actually be what's resonating throughout this whole reading here, is that it's like, oh good, now I can relax. Because I get that sort of, there's a big relief with whatever this is pertaining to. Oh look, and going back to this one, so this may all be very, very positive, and what I'm feeling is that perhaps if you do have a bit of a dippy downer in your life, it may be something so wonderful's happened and you can't see anything but positives, but there'll be someone around you who might see some negatives and voice that. But you've had faith in yourself, and your mental clarity around it really helps drown that energy out, because it is essentially an energy. And it may have been that in the past you got really angry with them because of their attitude towards life, but you've come to accept that now that's how they are, and they're the only ones that can change that. Wow, that's quite a reading, Group 2, and I'm feeling really, really hot. There's a lot of energy around this. So, congratulations, and I hope you have a great February. I'll see you in my next reading. Group 3, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to tune in here. This stone is linked to ancient Egypt, but I have the feeling that you are considering, there's even a pyramid here, look. You're considering a trip to Egypt or somewhere ancient. Something's drawing you there, And this is a good year to either plan the trip or to go on that trip, because there's something that your soul is being called to. And it might be something you've always put off in the past because of the distance or the cost. But what I'm getting is that now's a really good time to go for that. It may even be an ancestral connection to something here. So it may be that your energy is needed in a certain place to heal some ancestral wounding. And so that's why you've got a bit of an inkling to go there. And it may have been somewhere that you're not even in the least bit attracted to in the past, and then suddenly you think, I'd like to go there. I do feel that it's geographical rather than people orientated. And it might even be that you want to go back and visit your old school that you went to as a child, or where one of your parents grew up, or where one of your grandparents grew up. So it is linked to something old, whether it's ancestry or old energy or even past life. But there's something there that you might want to consider going to see. And if you do decide to go, it would be very beneficial for you. Oh, right. With this one, I'm just seeing this Apache tear as a big lump that's sitting in your digestive area. So it may be that your solar plexus is very, very blocked. Your solar plexus chakra is to do with how you feel about yourself, your self-confidence. So this doesn't mean that there's anything physical sitting there, but it could be an energetic blockage. I'm also getting a sense that perhaps in the past you had quite a large heartbreak, and that's where this energy is sitting. It's sitting just under your ribs in the middle there. And it's now time for that energy to be moved on. So you might like to see an energetic healer or an acupuncturist, or do some chakra clearing meditations just to try and move some of that energy along. And look, this is a really big hard crystal. I feel like you're going to chip away at it slowly. So it may be that you are going to dedicate yourself to doing something, or all of those things I mentioned, over a period of time, and it might take you a year to get there, but eventually it'll be gone. And like I said, it's heartbreak from the past. It might not necessarily be something that immediately springs to mind. It might be something that's been lingering in your subconscious for a very, very, very long time. What I'm also getting is that if it has been hiding in your subconscious for a long time, it will suddenly be very apparent, and you'll think, where the heck did that come from? Because it's not been in your awareness before. For some of you, you will know exactly what I'm talking about here, because you will feel it. Sometimes when there's a blockage of this type in an area, you might have had, or in the solar plexus, you might have had some digestive issues. So just bear that in mind too. Okay. All right. So as soon as I pick this stone up, I hear there's going to be some clarity on something. It might have to do with what we were just talking about previously, or I might need, you might feel that you need clarity on something, but it is going to come in the next couple of weeks. It may have been a problem that's been simmering away for a little while, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I know the solution now. You'll just get the solution. And it's been bubbling away in the background. There's the solution. And why didn't I think of this earlier? And you didn't think of it earlier because it wasn't ready to be thought of earlier. What I'm getting is that there's a propensity with this group to what if. If only I had, I should have done that. There's a few regrets from the past in the way of thinking, and what I'm getting advised to tell you is you can't change that now. You can change how you feel about that. So if you just say an event happened in the past and you regret your actions in that event, Whether it's like, I should have left that relationship earlier, or I should have bought this house when I was thinking about it, whatever it happens to be. The advice here is to send love to that time. And eventually what will happen is your thoughts will shift over how you feel about it. But also, like I said, I'm coming back to this clarity again. Maybe clarity of feelings. So maybe you have met someone that you're not quite sure about, and your feelings will become clearer this month. Okay. Oh, I just heard there's a lot of washing to be done. So I don't know if you literally need to do some washing or your laundry. Maybe it's been piling up. Maybe the weather's not been conducive to actually getting things washed. Maybe you've been away and there's a whole load of pile of washing to do. Or maybe it's just that you need to wash away things from the past. But I'd certainly got washing with this. Or maybe you need to give your house a spring clean, whether it's spring or not. Maybe you need to wash your windows so you can see more clearly outside. Whatever it happens to be, it'll probably be very obvious to you what it is. This seems to be a lot more material in origin than the other things, so it might be something that spirit can see needs to be done for a reason. Maybe you're going to get an unexpected visitor and your washing's piled up or something. I'm not getting any more information on that. It's just there's some washing that needs to be done. Maybe you've been thinking about washing your windows or washing your car. There is a lot of heat around it though. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not getting anything further on washing. If this is very relevant to you, please pop a comment in the comments box so I know, and just explain what washing means to you, because it may only be relevant for a few people here, but it's definitely a strong sign. I'm getting nothing else around that except for washing. Right, group 3, I hope you have a marvellous month, and I will see you in my next reading.